to be restoring my own E-Type Jaguar. This is all rotten as peach. Doesn't the floor look nice? We're just at the point of getting the cylinder head off. Looking more like an engine now. It looks really fantastic. Yes! Hello my car building chums, welcome to A Car Is Reborn, and as I hope you know by now, I am restoring every last nut and bolt of a 1965 E-Type Jaguar Roadster. 6 months ago we started, and it's virtually now ready to start the assembly. Yes, the paint job's finished. 6 weeks work to do this. What, you mean you can't see it properly? Never mind, that's all you can see for now. If you see any more, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to kill you. The paint job's been going on for 6 weeks, so here's a bit of a recap of what's gone on so far. Meet Simon, automotive artist and doorman.
Right, what we've done so far is taken it back to bare metal and cleaned it up, given it a good degrease, and then we've epoxy primed it, which gives a good grip to the metal and everything. That gets baked for about half an hour, about 70-80 degrees, and then we've sprayed the polyester on there, which is like a 2-pack spray-on filler, which just take all the shape, so we get a nice shape on it.
So how's this 2-pack system work then?
It goes off by chemical reaction. You bake it about 60-70 degrees, and for about half an hour, and that sort of knocks it off by a chemical reaction that dries it all the way through, so it's all dried out properly, you know. What we do next is give it a little guide coat. When you're rubbing it down, it shows you the imperfections in the door, so you've got a nice smooth finish, no dents in it, no ripples. It comes out nice, and so just give it a light one. Then we're just going to dry flat this, because you don't really want to get any water on polyester, because it'll just soak it up like a sponge and causes problems later on.
Mark, why aren't you painting the car yourself, I hear you say?
Mark, why aren't you painting the car yourself?
I'm glad you asked that. Come round to my house and have a look at my windowsills, and I think all will become blatantly clear. Painting is not a strong point. Yes, you see, to do a restoration like this and to do it brilliantly, you need a professional to put the paint on. Now, Simon may mess around and pretend to be an idiot, but this is a man who's been doing this job for 16 years, and he started his training for Ferrari in Maranello. So red, apparently, is his specialist subject. Now, as well as Simon, you also need some specialist kit to be able to do a professional job, including a large orange box like the one behind me. That is a baking oven, and it cost 20 grand.
These will stop the moisture from my hands, like going into the polyester, causing trouble later. So I've blocked it down, and it's still showing a bit of the guide code, which means that bit's a bit lower than the rest of it. Right, so that's coming out now. Right, I'm just going to give it a panel wipe and a clean up with this stuff, which will take anything out of the polyester that might be trapped in there, like moisture or something you don't want in there. So I'm not going to touch it with my hands at all, because there'll be moisture on my hands that could get into it, you know. It's one of those things you can't really do at home, because you need an oven to bake it up. You can't just sort of take it in the kitchen and put it in that oven.
Right, while that cooks 20 minutes a pound plus 20 minutes, you take a look at Mick Clifton's 1975 MG V8 GT. What a corker.
Well, this particular car was in concourse condition about 10 years ago, and then it was drop back down into an ordinary sort of road-going type car, I would say. And then over the last 4 years, I've worked on it solid to get it into the state that you see now, back into top concourse condition. The main problems were getting to the parts that you can't get to and you can't see. And you have to strip the car out, get to them, clean them, put them back. The MG Owners Club is a very big club. There are a lot of people in it, a lot of enthusiasts out there, and they're very handy to get your parts. That's where you get your bits and pieces. We don't do big mileage in it, but if you do need brakes and things like that, you can get them all. The hardest thing to get now is these wheels that are on this particular car. You don't see them anymore. They're alloy with steel outers. And you cannot buy, and nobody will make you them wheels. 3-litre V8 it is. It's not injectors, it's carburettors, twin carburettors. It's done 66,000 miles and doesn't miss a beat. Well, I've got basic mechanical skills. I was trained actually on Leyland cars in the 60s. That's what my apprenticeship was. So I know them inside out. So really it helps. It does help to have basic skills. You have to be dedicated into the car. You must want to do it, because there's times when you can scratch your hair out. Everything goes wrong, but you've got to push through and do it. And it's not easy. It is not easy. It takes a lot of time and a lot of sore fingers. Just dedicated time you have to put to it. You can't go home at night and switch the video on. You have to go out in the garage and work on the car. It's better than it came off the production line right now, you know, and for that fact alone, MG's why I like it so much.